Feeling lost in our lives or unclear about the direction in which we're heading is a very common thing. Finding purpose is something we all want and seek as human beings. If this is you, and it most likely is because you clicked this video, I've got a few helpful approaches that will support you in clarifying what direction and what purpose you should be going. So number one, what I would suggest to you is start simply by discovering or rediscovering or brainstorming things that bring you joy. Chances are your purpose in life, the direction that you should be heading, and the things that you should be doing are surrounded by things that bring you joy. It could be something artistic like writing, painting, drawing, even something that has to do with poetry, something that brings you joy. What's a creative outlet that you do that brings you joy in your life? Or it could be something social, like helping people, organizing events and seeing them through, bringing people together and creating community. That could be something in your life that brings you joy. It could be something like teaching people. Maybe you know 5 languages, or you only know 2 languages, but you've always wanted to teach people that second language. And that's what brings you joy. It could be teaching. It could be teaching anything. So the main theme is find something and identify something that brings you joy in your life, because whatever is bringing you joy in your life and you get pleasure and enjoyment in doing, you are on the right track to discovering something that will help you clarify your life's purpose, because we like doing things that we're good at. And when you're good at something, it's pleasurable. We always like to do more things that we're good at and improve on those things. Why? Because it comes easy and it becomes natural to us. And this is another indicator that you are on the right track to creating a purpose and a clarity around what you should be doing. Something that brings you joy, and also something that comes easily or naturally to you. But the other part of it is maybe it's something that doesn't come easily or naturally, or that doesn't bring you enjoyment because you haven't even discovered yet. So the next thing I would recommend is, if you're lacking clarity and purpose, also write down some things that interest you that you haven't done and haven't explored yet, but you would like to. Because these interests that you want to explore, these are also breadcrumbs from the universe around paths that you should go down that you may discover that you have a natural talent for, but you didn't know because you just never did it. And it may lead you to a whole new path of discovery and enjoyment and fulfillment that will create clarity as to the purpose and direction of your life. Along that line, it's really about discovery. It's really about growth. And your purpose, your direction in life is around growing a certain skill set, a certain base of knowledge that you have, something that you want to teach that can help other people. And this is the third indicator. What is that thing that you do really well or that you really like doing? And chances are, if you do it really well and you really like doing it, they go hand in hand, it probably helps other people. And that's where you also want to go. What is it that you do really well that helps other people? Because if you do it really well and it helps other people, it's probably a pretty pleasurable experience for you. It's a good time for you. It's a good time for them. You're helping other people. You're bringing them value, because it is about being of service to others. And by identifying what you're really good at and how you can help other people, you are being of service to others. And as you are of service to others, it brings a natural enjoyment and fulfillment into your life as well. And if you're in a position where you're stuck in a dead-end job, you're taken for granted, you're overworked, you're underpaid, and you're really not enjoying where you're currently at, and this could be you, because again, if you clicked on this video and you're lacking that purpose, that clarity, you're probably in an unfulfilling career, an unfulfilling job, and you're trying to identify, okay, what's the next step? How do I get out of this? How do I escape this? How do I work for myself? How do I help other people? What do I need to do so that I can bring a sense of life and adventure and fulfillment into my life. And this is what this video is all about. Creating clarity around your purpose and the direction of your life that you want to go. So what is something that you're really good at? What is something that brings value to other people? And what is something that you enjoy doing? Or something that interests you that you need to explore. So these are all indicators and signs that can help you create some clarity around your purpose, your direction. And it's really those three things. What do I enjoy doing? What do I enjoy doing that brings value to others, that helps other people? And it's probably something that you're naturally good at or that you have always had a talent for. And as you go down this road and you spend some time reflecting and thinking about these things and clarifying them, the direction of your life, your purpose, will come into focus. And as it becomes more and more into focus, you will begin to get little downloads here and there about where you should be going, what you should be doing, the places that you should be visiting, the courses that you should be looking up and starting a study group with, or a class that you should be taking. These are all indicators, and as long as you take this first step and start identifying these things, you'll get reinforcement from the universe through synchronicities, chance encounters. You'll get little downloads or little nods from the universe and go, okay, this is definitely where I should be going. I'll give you a personal example, so maybe it'll help you identify what it looks like in your life. So I have waited tables a long time at fine dining restaurants. I started when I was 19 years old, or 18 or 19 years old in San Diego when I was going to college down there. And I was bussing tables at a nice steakhouse in the downtown district. It's called the Gas Lamp. And I remember an experience that came in, or of a gentleman who came in, and I was just dropping food off at his table, or I was doing something, I don't know. Anyways, and this guy happened to be a local news anchor. He was a local news anchor, and I was just speaking to him, and he goes, wow. He goes, you have a voice for radio. You need to be doing like professional voice acting or voiceovers or something like that. He's like, I'm one of the local news anchors here. I'm on television. Like, I'm around these types of people, and I know very clearly and very quickly when I hear someone who has a natural voice, a natural talent for voice acting. And I was like, okay, thank you. I'm 18, 19 years old. I'm still going to college. I'm like, whatever. So that was like the first time I had ever heard that before, and it was interesting to me. And then I met a girl in community college. Actually, so that was the second one. I take that back. The second one was a year earlier when I was in community college, before I had transferred to San Diego to go to college. And I had said something like stood up public speaking or something like that, or volunteered to say something in front of the class. And she was like, oh my God, you have an amazing voice. She's like, you need to do something with that. Whatever it is in your life, you need to do something with your voice. And so that was the first time. Waiting tables at the restaurant was the second time. And then the funny thing is right now in my, how I pay my bills, I'm waiting tables at a nice restaurant in Las Vegas right now, one of these like really high-end places. Probably every week or every other week, I get the same feedback. I get people telling me, the other night it happened, this guy was like, wow, he's like, you have just like a really naturally soothing voice. Just, you're talking about the menu and stuff, but it's just like a relaxing voice to hear. Or other tables will give me compliments. Anyways, you get the point. So what am I supposed to do with that? And I've sat here and I'm in the process of thinking it, but here I am developing my talent, my natural inclination to do public speaking. And I've had many other instances that I can give you examples, but you get the point. So something that you are great at, you have gotten little crumbs from the universe. You've gotten feedback about this thing before. Maybe you are incredible with animals, and you always get that saying, and like people go, it's like, oh my God, this is wild. My dog is never like this around people. But for some reason, they're comfortable with you. My cat never comes up to anyone or lets anyone touch them. But for whatever reason, my cat is sitting on your lap right now. This is like groundbreaking. Maybe it's something like that. Or maybe it's something like, man, you picked that up like super quickly. I've taught a lot of people how to do this, and I've never seen anyone pick it up as quick as you. You have a natural talent for this. So these are breadcrumbs from the universe, and it's synchronicities, it's encouragement that is creating clarity in your life around what you should be doing, around what you're naturally good at, about what your natural gifts are that you should be sharing with other people that will enrich their lives and yours. So sit here and give yourself some time. Get a pad and a pen and paper, and it might come to you today, it might come to you in a week or a month or a few months, who knows? But sit with it and just ask your subconscious that question. What should I be doing with my life? What are my natural talents? What am I really good at? And brainstorm some ideas and journal about it, write about it. I'm sure you've got stories just like mine where people have told you these things. This is the path to your most fulfilling, happiest, purposeful, abundant, wealthy timeline, life that you should build around whatever it is that you have a unique skill with. So sit here, give yourself the time and the space to discover, to reflect on what it is that you want to offer the world and how you can help with something that brings you joy and you are naturally good at. As you do this and you really clarify it, the ideas will start to flood in. And as the ideas start to flood in, then you clarify and start coming up with a game plan. And it doesn't have to be a long game plan. It can just be 1 or 2 steps in front of you to start moving forward in this direction. And as you start taking steps in this direction, more and more will reveal itself to you in time, and it will become more and more clear. And as you do this, you'll begin to build momentum. And as the momentum builds, it'll become more clear and you'll feel more confident about it, and more opportunities will come, and this is how it works. So that's what I have for you today. So if you're feeling lost in life, start with something first in reflection about what you're good at and what you enjoy, or an interest you want to pursue, and identify where that crosses with how you can help other people. This is a great starting point that will begin to create so much clarity around your purpose in your life. So that's what I have for you today, guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Peace.